Hi Cancer, welcome to November. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. And let's see what's going on this month. We have Mercury going retrograde on the 1st. We have a full moon in Taurus on November 12th. And we have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 26th. And then Neptune goes direct at the end of the month. And I will get into that later, but right now let's see what the cards say about love and relationships for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? What is coming up for Cancer for love and relationships for the month of November? What is coming up? Let's see. One more time. All right. Okay, let's see. Six of Swords. The Four of Wands. The Five of Swords in the past. The Fool. The Three of Swords in the future. The Nine of Cups. The Hermit. The Four of Cups. The King of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. So, the Six of Swords, you open up the month with, you're moving on, Cancer. You're moving on, you're moving away from difficulty. And you're moving toward greener pastures. You're moving toward greater harmony. You're finally deciding. And also greater stability. You have the Four of Wands here. It's a matter of survival. You're realizing, I've got to make changes in a relationship or even in my life so that I can have a better future, a more secure and stable future. And you have the Four of Wands here, which is a victory card. It's a stability card. I mean, your current situation is not unstable, but there could be some toxic elements surrounding a relationship because you have the Five of Swords in the past. So maybe it may not be your current relationship, maybe it was something from the past. Like you've been through the mill, you've been through a relationship that was toxic and you couldn't fix it. It could have been a relationship or a career situation and you decided, I'm just going to cut my losses and move on because I can't make any changes. I can't change this situation. I either have to deal with it and accept it or I need to leave it behind. And I think you're in that process of cutting away what's no longer working. Cutting away what you can't fix. Like realizing I can't fix this and focusing your energy on what you can change and what you can fix and leaving behind a situation that's just not going to resolve itself. You have the Fool here in the recent past. This is a card of starting over in a brand new beginning, having a brand new start in a new adventure, making the decision to turn that page and to leave whatever's no longer serving you behind and say, so you've already may have started something. You're already on a new path. And it's going to bring you emotional fulfillment because you have the Nine of Cups here. And the Three of Swords, you may be feeling a sense of loss at what you've had to leave behind. Because there's like the Three of Swords is it's a sorrow card. It's you're cutting away certain things, and there's a sense of loss or sorrow with that, with leaving things behind that you've gotten close to. So if you're starting a new job, you might be missing your old colleagues. If you're in a new relationship, you might be feeling the sorrow at a breakup. There could have been a situation where you left where something's breaking up and you're leaving something behind. But you have the Nine of Cups here as a future outcome. So you're getting your wish in November. It comes with a price because you're having to cut away certain things to achieve this wish. And actually this is like a time card here with the Fool. It's about 6 weeks. So you've already started making some changes and leaving certain things behind. You've already made that decision and you're on this you're trying to get on this new path. And you may even be feeling, because you have the Hermit card here, you may feel like taking some time out to think in November. Like, what is it that I really need? What is it that's really right for me? I know what I don't want, and I've been kind of releasing what I don't want, but you're still evaluating your situation. You're still not ready to come back into like the world of socializing, because you have things to work out in your head. Because you also have this King of Swords here, which is in your wish fulfillment sector, where you're actually sitting there. It's like trying to separate, use logic rather than emotion. You know, what is my next move? What is my best move? What makes sense? What is logical? Because the King here is trying to separate what's real from what's not real. And you're trying to figure out, like, what's right for me? What's good for me? What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? Who do I need to be in relationship with? So if it's a career decision, you know, what kind of work will bring me joy? What's my next step? If it's a relationship, if a relationship's not working, what will work? What is it that I need to bring into my life after I cut away what I know is no longer working? And here's your environment. This is someone who's sitting there not happy and bored and not feeling valued or appreciated. So that could be a relationship situation where you feel maybe you left a relationship that didn't really serve you well, that was kind of toxic in some ways. Maybe you were dealing with someone's hostility in the past and you're still like feeling the wounds from that. Even if you're in a new relationship, or that's better, you're still feeling, you know, the pain of that, because the Three of Swords is up there in the future. And so there are things being offered to you. You know, you're coming out of a dark time and you're ready for something new, and things are being offered to you. But with this card, I feel that you're not really quite happy with what's available. Like, it's almost like not the right fit. Like, yeah, I could do this and I can do that, but it's not exactly what I want. And I'm not even sure you know what you want. With this Hermit card, you're going to take time out to find out. And you might even it would be a good idea to even talk to someone, maybe someone whose opinion you respect, or a counselor. Talk to someone for guidance. Because I feel like in some cases, your thinking is not that clear right now. You're not sure where you should be focusing your energy. Now, this King of Swords can also represent someone in your life who is an air sign. It could be Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. That could be someone that you're connecting with. Could also mean that your wish fulfillment revolves around some type of legal outcome, legal situation. You might be dealing with lawyers or a legal issue. Because this is, and you're wondering, you know, trying to make the right decisions, make the right choices. So if you're asked to sign any contracts, or if you're asked to sign on the dotted line, with Mercury retrograde in November, you want to look carefully and try to postpone any contracts or final decisions until the retrograde period is over. Because right now, things might be changing. And whatever you agree to at the beginning of the month may wind up changing toward the end of the month. And then you're going to be like, well, I wish I knew then what I know now. because I might not have signed on that dotted line. And you have the Nine of Wands here. You've been working really hard toward a goal and you're exhausted. This is a card of someone who's really striving and trying to achieve something, and you're just tired. You feel like, I'm not going to reach my goal. I'm never getting anywhere. You're ready to give up. So there could be a relationship that you're thinking about giving up on, or a career goal that you've wanted for a long time and you're thinking it's not going to happen. The Nine of Wands is saying, don't give up, that you're really this close. You're so close to achievement. Just give it your best shot. Just try one more time. But the basic energy is moving on, moving forward, moving towards something that's going to bring you greater happiness, a wish fulfillment. But I also feel it's going to involve a cutting away of certain things. So something may have to end before you can claim this new beginning. Or you may have to release the past and heal from the past before you can step into this new life or this new path. But don't give up. Even if maybe it's been a struggle and you might be struggling, but you are going to come into a better time. There is potential here with the Nine of Cups, that a new beginning will bring you exactly what you need. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So we have a full moon in Taurus, which is favorable to your sign. And that's happening in your 11th house and across the 5th and 11th, which is the house of fun. The 11th house is the house of hopes and dreams. The friendships, the people you belong to, the groups you belong to, groups that you might be working with. And the 5th house is the house of children, creativity, fun. So some project might be coming to completion, or that involves your children, or some creative project that you've been working on. You might be finishing it up. It could also mean that you're connecting with new groups of people in friendship. You may be joining a new group that brings more fun into your life, more creativity. Or maybe it's time for you to stop working so hard and leave room for fun. Leave room for connecting with friends. Pluto's and Saturn have been going through your 7th house. And this this full moon is trining Pluto. So things are changing in a big way. Maybe it's time, and with Mercury retrograde, you could be connecting with friends from the past or relationships from the past, because you have the Mercury retrograding through your 5th house. So if there was like a past love or a past romance that never got off the ground, maybe it's coming back for a second chance. Or because you have the Fool here. So maybe, you might have approached someone in the past and it didn't work out. I think if you try one more time, this time it might work. Mars is going through your 4th house, and it's sextiling Jupiter in your 6th house. So this is 4th house issues. You're really working on your home. You're wanting to create a stable environment for yourself, and you are doing that. You might even be moving into a new home, or renovating your current home, making it more secure, making it more reflective who you are. Jupiter in your 6th, there's opportunity around work and your work environment. So there could be some career opportunities coming up in November as well. And I feel like you might even be connecting with people that... I just feel like there might be some old friends coming back into your life in November. And you might be getting together with groups of people that you may have lost contact with because of all the changes you went through. And you could have a new beginning with those friends. And that could even maybe lead to a new romance on some level through the friendships that you have. Then you have the new moon in Sag. And that's happening on the 26th. Mercury goes direct on the 20th. So this new moon is really it's going to bring in, let's see, it's happening in your 6th house. So there could be some employment issues, like a new beginning, maybe a new job. or a new health regimen. You might, if you're not working or you're retired or something, or if it's not a new job, then it means that you might be taking better care of your health. You might decide, I'm going to start a new lifestyle changes, and I'm going to feel, I want to feel better. I want to take care of my health. You may start a new exercise program. Uranus is in the 11th house. Again, it's aspecting this new moon from a little bit of, it's an inconjunct aspect, so it's a little tension. There could be some friendships, some changes in your friendship, some unexpected changes. You might be ready to take action when it comes to children or when it comes to romance, because you have Mars in Scorpio in the 5th house. So you're feeling very passionate in November towards the end of the month, and you may decide to reach out to someone if you're interested in them romantically. There could be communication, because Mercury is there too, Mercury in Scorpio. If you do connect with someone, you're going to be engaged in deep in conversation. So it would be someone that you could really talk to and share a lot of your innermost thoughts, because Cancer is very private and you don't always share what you're really feeling. But I think if you reach out, you might start a relationship. If you're not in a relationship and you're looking for romance, you could start a relationship with someone that you connect with through friends from the past. And it could be someone that you could really talk to on a deep level. Share your deepest thoughts and feelings. And you have Saturn blessing this communication. Because Mercury's applying to Saturn and Pluto in a favorable aspect, sextile. So if you were to reach out, because the sextile aspect is an interesting aspect. It doesn't give automatic luck. It's a positive aspect, but it requires you to take action to get the benefit. So like where a trine is just easy. It's like easy money. It just falls in your lap. And sometimes you could miss opportunity because it's so easy. You don't do anything. But you kind of overlook it. The sextile is there. It's like opportunity that has potential, but the potential rests on your ability to take action. So if you take action and reach out, because Mercury is here, it's the planet of communication. Reach out to someone during this time. It could lead to change, a very powerful partnership or friendship. It could take the relationship in a new direction, in a very powerful, passionate direction. Neptune's going through your 9th house. It's going to go direct at the end of the month. So you might be thinking about traveling, or you might change your thinking about, like, your thoughts about spirituality, your belief system. Maybe you want to create some artwork or do something creative. I don't know. But it's a good time to connect with others on some kind of creative project or some kind of group effort. Reconnect with old friends, old loves. Reach out and take action, because Mars is there in the 5th house. It's telling you must have fun. It's time to have fun, but you can't wait for it to come to you. You have to go out and get it. So Cancer has a tendency to sideswipe, you have a fear of rejection, right? So you're not going to put yourself out on a limb. But I think if you have the courage, Mars might give you that courage, because it's going through that 5th house. It could turn out really well for you. So don't be afraid to take action, because it can change. It could bring in a relationship that really transforms your life in a positive way. So that's my forecast for November, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was a help to you. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box and it'll take you to my website. And other than that, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been liking my posts and subscribing to my videos and for commenting. And thank you for those who have ordered readings. I really appreciate your support, and I've enjoyed meeting and working with all of you. And for anyone new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. And if you'd like a private reading, I think I said that, click on the link. And if you're in the United States and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving this November. And I hope you have a wonderful November and that your wishes, everything works out in the way that you want it to. You know, this Nine of Cups, it's a card about physical pleasure, like having fun, you know, eating, drinking, and being merry. You know, it's not so much the spiritual, esoteric pleasure. It's earthy pleasure. So you have the potential to have a wish fulfilled this month, but you need to take action and start a new chapter in your life. And if you're ready for it, it's there for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Cancer, and have a wonderful November. I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.